And you will now tune in. You know what it is.
My opinions are facts podcast.
Yeah. Straight up.
What's happening?
What's up?
Just think about that Super Bowl.
Let me see. It was Tuesday, a couple days past it. Game was boring. It was a blowout. That'll make it for a good Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And Chiefs was built for the comeback. Shout out to the Eagle fans. Few I know. I mean, y'all deserve that one. That was good as far as the blood wise. Like Dallas did to the Bills, and let me see what else. The Bears, basically. And defense wise, about good as Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, but I knew it ain't gonna be no three-peat. You know what I mean? I knew Philly had a better team, so just that shit was whatever. But that wasn't the main focus, even though it was, because the Super Bowl football games happened to happen during a Kendrick concert. So with the Kendrick concert, we have Samuel as Uncle Sam. You know what I mean? You know, he did not like us, like, you know, everybody hoped to be, hope to happen, which happened. You know what I mean? Did Euphoria, did a couple, you know what I mean, joins off the album. You know, we didn't get too much of the old stuff, which I'm glad I didn't. But overall, what you think of the performance?
It was super dope. Like I said, with me, I like how I sequenced it. Of course, you had to go back and watch over and over. I seen the stat today. He got 33 million views after the Super Bowl watch. It took Usher a whole year, and he still don't have that many views of far people replaying it. So
actually, Rock Nation said that Usher had over 200 million last year.
Well, they just put the stats today. So Rock Nation.
Well, this was just today. They showed the numbers. Rock Nation had over 200 million for Usher last year. Usher, my bad.
Well, I see Usher right now. What do I see? 33 million for Kendrick. Usher was at 32. I should say at the time, basically Usher, Kendrick got that in a day. He got 32 million rewatches in a day.
Okay.
Or last 2 days, which is crazy. Ain't nobody. You know.
Well, I mean, we know the situation. It's about, you know what I mean, with the situation with the beef.
That's what I'm getting to. So basically what I'm saying is, reason why it's like that is because anything Kendrick does is not just a one-shot thing. So you have to go back and rewatch it. That was the dude thinking. Smart people always think 5 steps ahead. So everything that people are really gathering up, information, layer this, symbolism, he knew it would take that long. So he already knew it's all about the replay value. Just like a hit song. You want a hit song last longer than a day or a week. Nowadays, everything's microwave. So what he did was make sure we're still talking about, still watching at the same time. So bring it back to what he did in the whole thing. Like I said, everything was dope. And like I said, probably one of the groups on there on Facebook, it wasn't just a playlist concert like most people want. That's what we're used to. You play all your biggest hits, everybody stand, sing along, everybody at home sing along, dance to it. You talk about ran for it by a day or two, boom, done. Your shit's chart up, you go to one for a week, whatever. Nah, this man right here, he did what I call is basically a Broadway short play musical. That's all he did. It was straight. How he did it was not just like, hey, sing along, nah. And he took the biggest risk, which I give him credit for. He did mostly all new songs. To me, it fit what his story was talking about. You know, everybody know all the symbolism, and they give an A+ on that. Plus, all the new songs I fuck with because I'm like a later Kendrick fan. So I like GNX. And I thought everything was super dope about performance. Serena came out, did what she did, which everybody knew. She knew they would get a talker because they'll think it's about the Drake. It's really about her doing what she wanted to do in the Olympics because she got fired for doing that. So she came back without doing what she wanted to do. And it did right in front of Trump.
Yeah. I mean, I think overall, you know what I mean, the performance, it was really creative. You know what I mean? It wasn't, like you said, it wasn't a playlist. It didn't go, oh, this song, that song, this song, that song, this and that and stuff. It was creative. You know what I mean? It had meaning to it. You know what I mean? But also, too, when you look at that camera, it's like, hey, Drake, he killed him with that. Euphoria. I expect him to do Euphoria. Like that's crazy. You know what I mean? He's pulled that out. Squabble Up was dope. You know what I mean? It was just overall performance was just crazy. And I don't know how Drake felt that night, man. Drake, woo! I mean, if I was Drake, I mean, he's probably in concert. If he was doing his concert, I'll be at home or wherever he's at. TV off, phone off, this or that. I'm not sure heard nothing. Like that's the whole world is talking about you. Like the whole world. The halftime performance, the biggest, probably most viewed thing all year. It's about you.
I think it should be all year because normally Super Bowl is. I don't know what's going to beat that, but you never know. Depends what Trump do.
I mean, Trump ain't gonna get views like the Super Bowl.
He does some crazies, but until now, Super Bowl always get the most views every year as far as America domestically. The only thing that's ever going to top that, which is worldwide, of course, will be the World Cup. But who gives a shit? Most people in America don't even watch it anyway.
Man, like
so, I mean, like really, you know, we dive into it. I think everybody probably covered most of what we could say about it. But my thing about it, I think none of the people are talking about is where did everybody go from here?
What you mean after
the
that?
artists, the fans, because nowadays it's like the fans have so much input, not like back in the day with Jay and Nas and all them. The fans had the most input. So where are most of these fans going to do from here?
What you mean as of what?
Because now it's going to be how you see on it. Everybody choosing sides.
It's over now.
I think
it's over. Drake dropping, him and Party Next Door dropping this weekend. So the beef is over.
You got to say the beef ain't over early today because you know Australia's like a couple hours behind. So
yeah.
So you got in there, you know, I think it's like 6 hours, something whatever behind, but they're behind at time. So when he performs, it's nighttime here. It's basically daylight there. So on the day of the Super Bowl, somebody put a video out. Chubb and all them was watching the Super Bowl.
I seen that. Yeah.
So you know what I mean, but I just want to see what's interesting. Now we know where they're going to go from there. I think honestly, Kendrick's going to move on, and after this year, because nobody understands these dudes are hitting 40 years old, and
yeah, definitely hitting 40.
We're discussing like they're like 26, 27, like they're in the prime of their career, prime, like you know, almost hitting 30. Both these guys, I want to say Kendrick is either going to be 40 this year or 39. Drake definitely going to be 39 this year. So we're talking about two grown-ass men. Like, that are older. They're older than most of their fans. You know what I mean? And we're talking to them like they're, like I said, like a 26, 27-year-old, like, and they're just hitting the prime of their careers. Like, people look at Drake on stage, you can tell that man's 40 years old. You can look at his face.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell he's aging like that. You can tell Kendrick, these guys are aging. But
yeah, because Kendrick ain't moving like he used to move. But you know what I mean? But overall, like I said, with the performance, you know, a lot of people not dictate, but you know, you always gotta break down something with Kendrick, what he's doing. I found out that the lowercase A chain, that's his company that he launched back, I think, 2020.
What was that? P-Lane?
He has the logo has like two kids pointing up to a lowercase A.
See, I had people.
So yeah, I think that the chain costs like 1.5 million.
It looked like
I knew. I'm like, yo, he's gonna like pay all this money on a chain.
I tell you much, there was no beginner goddamn chain like we see most of the rap niggas wear. That shit like a Jalen Hurts chain.
Yeah.
As far as the quality of it, the quality of diamonds. It ain't look like no cheap ass diamonds or no color diamonds.
Hell nah. You know, that
like
shit.
I said, oh yeah, my bad. But I just think people are get lost and like, yo, the older ones, like we're older, so we know, like, yo, they look like them. Rappers talk about them, like I said, they're like in their mid-20s. I'm like, these dudes are changing dramatically because they're in their late 30s, about to be 40. So their mentality changing, and people don't understand. Like, well, these guys are older, so you about to turn 40. Of course, you're gonna think different.
Yeah.
So well, Drake might just be tired. Like, hey, I want to move on something else. You know, like rapping. Most people at this age that they're at, they transform from rap to more like R&B, whatever else. So I think like we're watching in real time and understand how they are and how much they're changing mentally. Like you said, Kendrick wasn't moving the same, but
yeah, but you know now, like you know, what I mean, you know, the performance, like I said, once again, out of 10, I'll give it an 8. You know, I could give it a 10. But, you know, he only had a few minutes to do whatever he did, this and that. I mean, maybe that ain't too much to put, you know what I mean, away from a 10. But even if so, you know what I mean, Serena, you know, sea walking, I mean, you can't, I mean, that was just beautiful, man. That was just beautiful. You know what I mean? It was a great Black History moment, you know. How he did the flag, split down the middle, you know, Humble. Humble just went 20 times platinum, double diamond certification. Yesterday? But anyways, you know, man, how he brought in Not Like Us was just genius. Like he you know what I mean, he kind of taunted it, and then when it just came in, the whole crowd you just see just light up, this and that, and when it came with that A minor, it just the whole world was singing it. Not only at the stadium, around the world. I'm sure everybody's seen videos and this and that. Everybody at their parties or yacht parties or wherever they at. Everybody just singing that line. Pedophile, boom. Everybody singing that line. I mean, this is probably the best diss. Well, overall, it's the best diss track ever. You know, Drake, there's no coming back from this. You have to move on. Know what I mean? You have to move on. Like, it's over. So I hope at least this Party Next Door album and Drake come out that Friday. Please don't say nothing about it. Please don't make the Boogeyman come back. Don't make the Boogeyman come back. Because we don't want you to get, I mean, some people want to see you more slaughtered. But overall, I just want Drake to get back to his roots, make good music again. You know, Kendrick, he got his concert, you know what I mean, about to pop off, him and SZA. Man, just let it go. Let it go. Because there's no coming back from this. I you know what I mean, even Biggie came back from you know what I mean, what's it called? Hit Him Up. But this song is just too much. It's too much for the culture. It's Black History Month. Australia ain't doing nothing for you. I don't know how you're gonna promote this new album. You're over all the way in Australia, and you got this album coming out Friday. But hey, it is what it is.
For everybody's sake, as they always say sometimes, tomorrow by 12 o'clock, we just wrap this shit up because we gotta move on from this beef because we learned a lot in 9.5, 10 months. The culture shifted for now. It's almost like the presidency. We see the divide amongst people. So, I mean, I think, like I said, Kendrick had a thing in it, whatever said game over. So I guess he's done with it. I don't know what Drake's at with it, but he got to come out Friday with Party Next Door. But he knows that's not going to do crazy numbers because Party Next Door is like almost what do you call them type of artist? Basically, like like a cult. He got a cult following where he's not gonna do like 2 or 3 million, but he does his numbers. He has a core audience. So because he has a certain type of R&B, him and Bryson Tiller, all that, that's that lane. They got a different lane, like soul type of trap, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I forgot he even exists. That's, you know what I mean? Drake taking his music and this and that all through the years. I forgot he even exists. Like for him to drop an album this late in his career, like it's crazy. Like boy gave you all them tracks. Nah, I mean from what 2011, whatever, and all of a sudden 14 years later, you want to drop an album with him that long? Like not in your prime, right when you know what I mean, your career took a hit. Now you want to do an album with me. Like, come on now.
I mean, they was beefing through the years too, though. So
that's true too,
cool,
but still
beefing. It's cool, beef, cool. So you cool, beef. You're not. It's not going to work at the end. So they probably, like I said, there's a factor. Not these dudes are older now. They're not 26, 27 no more. 31 beefing. Both them dudes. Part of the I think he's older than Drake. So these dudes are part transition to where, hey man, we this age. They ain't talking fans, but yeah, we're this age. We're they moved on for that, whatever. So the fans don't see shit. Like I say, everybody treat them like they're, younger kids or whatever. So they don't know them parts. So they probably mature like, let's make this shit and let's make it pop off. So I give them that.
Yeah, but I don't know how Drake gonna come back. I mean, I'm sure he's still gonna get the numbers. I don't know how high the numbers gonna be. You know what I mean? Our first week sales and stuff. I mean,
well, that's not I consider comeback. I'm not
saying a comeback, you know what I mean? Because it's not a comeback. This is already dropping something in the midst of the beef, I guess, the midst of now, or we're at the end of it.
It's the end, like
I mean, it's all about how Drake gonna do it with this album.
It's that. Well, he's not. It's R&B album, so I know he's not banking on. He's not banking on like y'all. They know they're all, when it comes to Party Next Door music, that toxic R&B. There's a certain crowd to it. I used to be around certain chicks, and I could tell when this is like what type of chicks they are because I was like, okay, they fuck with that wave of music. So there's like a cold little following. They're going to do their numbers. They'll probably do between 70, maybe 100,000. Now they do.
I'll give it 200K.
Not that type of music, but hey, if they do, you know why? You have some people so goddamn lost, they'll think Drake gonna bet something about Kendrick on there. That's where that's gonna come from if it goes that high. But my projection that between 60 to 100,000. That's it. Like, and that's good as hell because I know what type of music Party Next Door Drake's gonna make. It's a toxic, dark R&B. The Weeknd off, they had Weeknd turned 80 cents or whatever. But before that Weeknd off, they was at a certain type of R&B that was doing numbers, but it had a certain following on people. So remember, when you're doing 200,000, a lot of
it's just because part of the beef, because Drake name on it, and remember Universal's still behind us, even though he's suing them, but they're still behind us because this is his last album under the contract.
I see it. I'd be surprised if it hits over 100,000. I'll be super shocked. Because I only see it getting that high, which is real good because Party Next Door. I like Party Next Door. So for him to 100,000 be super great. And it's also really kind for Drake too because he really did the numbers of nothing besides his old stuff.
Yeah.
Like his old stuff is booming, but we see with Kendrick too. So all he does old music is doing numbers, but nothing new. Current with Drake doing numbers. So, but and like I said, I think because I know he's older. His mind's different. He's thinking, got a sun rays and all that stuff. So he can't. He want to make to us that ego. He moves that beat, but the beat's over. He lost. There's really nothing you can do. You're just treading water, and it's hey man, just get a raft and just get on the boat, man, and just cruise off.
Yeah, that's the best thing because
there's nothing else.
There's nothing else. Yeah, there's nothing else you can do in this battle. It's over.
There's nothing else to do in this battle. You lost. The prominent times we want to see happen, it didn't happen. You didn't come back with a great song after whatever. And it's like all we're doing, you're just staying relevant because your fans hoping that you might do something. Then or fake lying and acting like you won this shit out the blue every 5 minutes. You find excuses I never thought in my life to how he won the beat. But like I said, back to the Super Bowl with Kendrick, I'm gonna say it is. Choreography, present wise, that's the best I ever seen. The only knock I'm always gonna have is, which now I understand why I didn't get it, and I'm happy I didn't get it. That's why I still give it an A+. I didn't hear the song with the hair, but I forgot. I'm like most people. I like a playlist concert when it comes to Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because you're like, oh, what's he going to do with hit? What he going? You know what I mean? But nah, Kendrick did it perfect because the rewatch value is going to be so. It's going to last for.
Not only that, it's like basically it's a soundtrack.
Yeah,
soundtrack to that performance.
And we want to see because every time somebody discovers something new, every time they watch videos, something new, and people have fun doing that though, which is Kendrick's smart. So great replay value. Everybody know what Kendrick is. Everybody like to see the Easter eggs. So that people get a kick out of that shit. It's almost like playing a certain board game and stuff like that. Find an Easter, find some more. Even if it might not be true, it just sounds good enough it can be true.
Yeah, just learn something. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean? The Samuel part is just genius. You know what I mean? It's just genius. Like who inspect Samuel? Like, or not even just a part like that. Because like I said, it was a performance. Like you said, a Broadway performance. It wasn't no just regular, like I said, song after song, this and that. Now it's a performance. So when you make a performance, you gotta have a soundtrack. And a lot of them other songs ain't gonna go within that soundtrack. You know what I mean? Soundtrack to that performance and stuff. It's like a movie, and you make a soundtrack, certain songs go into it. You know what I mean? Not all songs, not all hits. You know what I mean? Everything can't make it. You know what I mean? So it was just, like I said, it was just genius. Like, you know what I mean? Plus, like, all right, he did that already in Super Bowl.
Yeah, like I said, most of us wanted because we felt, as we learned some of the symbolism, we thought it fit perfect. But like you said, we already heard that. So it's like almost hearing it again. It's like, no, we're not here for that again. You know what I mean? For him, at least. He knew he was doing. So, like I said, at the beginning, I didn't peep it because I was so lost. That was it. He did the whole verse of that song he previewed for the GNX album on YouTube. So he actually did the whole verse of that, which I didn't even know because I'd only heard it one time. But they mentioned that though. So I'm like, okay. So that's really, like I said the other day, man, it's really, you look at where they're going to go do moving forward. We know they both got tours. And by the time next year,
should be over. At the end of the day, you're not gonna hear Kendrick for a couple years. He's gonna fall back, which I understand. You know what I mean? He did a lot. Drake, he probably, he's gonna start his new contract. J. Cole, you know what I mean, gonna do what he do. So at the end of the day, we're gonna need some new real artists. You know what I mean? We be rocking with the same top three, if you want to call 3, maybe 4, wherever how you want to put it, since what? 2009.
And I'm gonna say when they actually took the game and ran it was, I would say 2012, where it really all 2012, 2013, where they all really like together, boom. And I'm keep real, kind of getting more because we're not seeing no other than Kendrick advancing. None of the other two advance for real.
Nah.
You're hearing Drake we're hearing the same old yacht music, whatever you want to call it, rap about shit that most people don't have, will never achieve, or don't even care to achieve. So that's his music type. So you only got one type of people. Excuse me, and excuse me, y'all. And J. Cole, I don't know. Just after what Kendrick did to him, just shit. And him, I wish he just never took down the album and quit. I'd rather him just take it.
He didn't take down the album.
You know what I mean? I wish he took that. I wish he just kept it up, take your loss.
I mean, what are you talking about?
With J. Cole.
He got the album up. What are you talking about?
Song. Took that song down. This and Kendrick. Like I said, should have kept that up and just take the L. Because now it's to the point you can't even drop nothing. That man been quiet the whole fucking year.
Nah, no, he wasn't.
After he put out that, what did he do after that?
He still did Dreamville and all the other shit.
Yeah, after that, all right, what did he do after that?
He did, you know what I mean?
March.
All right, well, whatever. He still did his what's it called? His
Dreamville Fest. That was in March.
Okay, so he still did his features like other people's shit, and then he did his. And then a couple months ago, he was in at the Garden. Last month, he was at the Garden, did that big ass show.
Oh, okay, that was back in October. But other than that, it just to me it's the same with him. But now, I just don't want to see him moving forward. Kendrick, I know you're going to be not this year, which is cool because he does how I like to be. Just go away for a while. So even if you did great, just go away for a couple years.
Who?
Kendrick.
Kendrick's going to do that. We already knew that. I just said that.
I know that. I'm getting to my point. So I'm glad when he goes away, he always goes away the good way. He goes out on top for a couple years. Drake, he's obligated or whatever the case may be, he's not going nowhere. He sticks around. And J. Cole, but man, all y'all artists out there now, please give us some new people that we can actually talk about that's putting out good music. Because y'all been riding these three to carry hip hop for fucking 14 years, 13 years. And everybody do come out, they're dope, but nobody's not lasting long.
Yeah.
Like, y'all make hip hop boring to talk about.
It is. Now, I mean, just, same rappers, but it's what we got right now. So till someone blow the fuck up or whatever else, with Drake, he got we're going to get this new contract redo and shit. So, they're going to put his shit everywhere they can, all playlists, this and that. So I ain't going to lie. We're just going to be stuck with these motherfuckers forever. Know what I mean? It's a good and a bad thing. You know what I mean? So
y'all are, because hip hop ain't been on my main playlist at all because I don't, other than them guys, you get your people that, oh man, it's the bot. But it's about to go away in a month. So when you go to smell, it's like, yo, you should have such, oh, that shit old. I look at the date, this came out last month. Oh yeah, we on something new. All right, you know what? Y'all right. If you want to go on something else new, it goes away another month. Like nothing. That's why I say nobody's not making that as lasting. So you can't tell me you're making good music, it don't last long.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok, you do a dance to it.
That's what we got. TikTok's a new label.
And
so TikTok gotta bring out new artists then.
It's boring. So
what y'all think? What y'all think, man? What new artists you think can just take over and be in the top and stay there? Like, I mean, Future, he got his bops and shit, but he just throw out music and he just gone. So, you know what I mean? But we're just gonna wrap it up there and stuff. We'll be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on with the bets and stuff. Sorry for, you know what I mean, being gone for a minute, things happen, this and that. But holler at y'all tomorrow with the parlays, 5 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock tomorrow night with the new podcast. Now, I mean, my opinions are facts. As he gets busy on that other. See y'all tomorrow.